Man, it's the best way.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people that they do. No, I'm gonna exit
Yeah.
off
All right.
before. Oh yeah, damn, it's looking good. Yeah, that's
It
nice.
sounds great. I feel like I'm in the room right now.
Yeah, that reminder looked pretty good so far.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It looks a lot better
Somebody
today.
doing
It
it for
looks a
you, or
lot
you
better
doing
than
it
before.
yourself?
Oh no, somebody doing it for us. The stone. They put the stone in there for us. I'm doing the deck.
Okay.
Yeah, that stone is heavy.
Oh yeah, it looks heavy. Alright, I gotta run it up. 25. Yeah, I gotta have slide account. Okay. Let me share my screen.
hmm So
All right. You see it?
I got you. Put it on now. Hold on, slow. All right, I see you. I see you.
I think where was it? Right here? I told him to get in right here. And he just held it to here. Friday.
He held it to where? That area? Six nine
Yeah, I told him
five.
to get in. I told him to get in here. He got in, and he just held it. I told him to get right here before market start doing, moving back down.
Nice.
So
Okay,
he
this
held
is
it to
Bitcoin
here.
on the 1 hour.
Yeah, so he held it. I think I was looking at it from like the 8, or maybe the 4. I saw a setup. What was the setup that I see? Maybe it was the one. Damn. I saw this. Boom, boom, boom. Usually it just goes up.
Yeah, you got pretty much a double bottom down there.
Yeah, when I saw
So,
this, I knew it
and we
was gonna
came
do
back up.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
I
that's
saw
good
that.
on the
That's
higher
when I
time
knew.
frame.
Yeah, no, 1 hour. I don't really 4. I don't really see it that well. Maybe it was the 1 hour I was looking at because I saw the doom doom, and I was like, it's gonna shoot up just the way
Mm-hmm.
it was set up.
You see that
But
the second green candle made a higher low up there, so you know the price is going up.
which one? Oh, this?
See that? Yeah, the first long wick one, the second long
Uh-huh.
wick green candle, where your
This
yellow
one?
line is,
Oh, you talking about this?
right before that. Yeah, that one right there. Because you see
All right.
that price tapped in and went lower on that candle and came up and closed above. That's a good
Mm-hmm.
indicator that price is pushing up too, and it didn't
Mm,
break the previous low.
yeah. True. So okay, I text.
That was a good call.
Yeah, it was. I was like, damn, I should have got in.
GBPAUD.
See, I got it. I got in this trade. I was getting cooked yesterday trying to move out. I should have never got in the sell. Just saw this big old candle, so I got in.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, the way I'm looking at it right now, it looks like your entry was right below the low of that green candle in the zone, right?
Mm-hmm. So this, well, it didn't break. I just got in.
Okay.
And I tried to ride it, and then it just shot back up. Bloop.
I'll write it all the way back down. See,
Yeah, I thought it was gonna at least come back to like back here or some, but it just wicked and it shot up. And this is also news.
okay, okay. That was a
Yeah,
news event.
yeah, that was a news candle.
This was on
And then,
Tuesday, so yeah, I
yeah,
think
that was yesterday.
GPP AUD. What was it? What was it? I forgot what. I think it was AUD. The AUD pair had a news at 9:30 p.m. So yeah,
Yeah, that's why I
that's
got
what's up.
in. I thought it was gonna give it more momentum, and it just shot up. And then I got a second entry right here, thinking it's gonna go lower, and it just.
He
But the
comes
big
right back.
indicator, yeah, it was this right here. Whenever you see this big ass rejection candle like this, every time I notice price never it shoots higher when it rejects like this.
Yeah. So that second green candle that came down,
That one.
there's yeah, usually this wick. So if you
Let me even just
double click on your rectangle where
this
you
one.
have covering up the, yeah, double click on that to pull up the
Uh huh.
settings.
Oh, the center.
Oh yeah, yeah. So right up top or next to the lock of the trash can, the little cogwheel, and go to style. Oh wait, go back.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, the
Oh, it's not letting me
settings right
click
next
it.
to that lock. Oh yeah,
Hold on.
you got it.
That's because I have this. I have to remove this.
That's okay. Keep it there. You could just send it to the back. So yeah, middle line. Click on that middle line
This one.
on the style, and then where it says middle line right there with the purple. Yeah, click
Oh,
on
okay.
that and then hit OK. All right. So now you have the wick covered, right? Oh wait. Bring the bottom up to that bottom piece of that wick on that red candle. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
you see how it tapped at 50?
Yeah.
That would be your entry for a long.
Damn. How did I miss that?
So these long wicks, especially on higher time frames,
Mm-hmm.
these are like hidden supply and demand zones. So if you
Mm.
get a tap into the 50% and a rejection, that's a really good indicator that price is going long. So now
Wow.
a higher risk thing. So like if you put a long over there right by the 50 and put your stop loss at the end of the zone, that would give you a good risk to reward.
So you said put my stop loss?
So yeah, yeah, put a long position right by that 50%,
Oh, okay. So
right? And then your stop loss is below the wick, and then your take profit would be like a 1-to-1 out of the zone. So instantly
also
you would have like a 1-to-1 right there, and then you can trade it to the top of the other zone, alternatively, or the top into the top of the candle.
yeah.
Because this is a news event, and usually news, there's a couple ways that news can trade. Typically, when they go in one direction, they reverse really violently and quickly back the other way. And
Mm-hmm.
this took a few hours for it to come back, but instantly, if you got in that wick, you would have that 1-to-1 right away. And that's a pretty reliable setup. That happens a lot, especially when price leaves a long wick and doesn't close below an area that you have marked out.
Mm-hmm.
That's one to look out for. So, I mean,
Damn.
all in all, this was a good trade because from your entry point right at the zone, you were in profit. Um,
I was.
it's
I,
it's just good to put your stops at break even once you get like a 1-to-1 into profit because there's always a chance it could come back. And it's a good practice just to take some profit off the table, you know?
yeah. When you moving $10, you see a dollar. That ain't really much.
True that. True that. I ain't gonna lie.
You like a buck ain't gonna do nothing. I need that 10, 20.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But okay. See, when I saw that wick close, I was like, shit, price gonna shoot up. As soon as I seen this finish, I was like, yep, price gonna shoot up. So
Oh,
I
so
got
this
out.
is so you basically doing you playing the 10 to 100 game that was in the book, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Man, respect, man, respect. Okay, I see
Yeah,
it. Yeah, yeah.
that
I
was
probably
this.
would have did the same thing.
Yeah, that was with the small accounts. I was like, yeah, let me play around with a 10 to 1. I dropped some money in there
Okay, okay.
yesterday, and then actually I lost that one, and then I got back again. Let's move this because clearly I'm not seeing stuff properly. So after this happened, I was like, okay. it's gonna come to about here, and I'm gonna shoot. I don't know what it's showing like that. Uh, I'm gonna just take a nice slow sell. So I waited for it to get here, and I got in a sell, and I was in profit.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I woke up this morning, stomped out.
Came right back on you. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
was like, damn. Hmm.
it's a tricky thing trying to get these home runs,
Yeah.
especially on the and during the Asian session. But with a pair like this in the Asian session, it does move. Um, yeah, and forex, yeah, you can definitely get moves like this, and forex with the small accounts. I know that if you get GU in during London session, you can get a nice trade like GU in gold.
Hmm.
With AUD, you kind of want to get like a higher time frame zone. So like you're in the 1 hour and you have this is the 27th was Monday, so Monday was a holiday, low volume. Tuesday traded a little bit lower and closed inside. Yeah, this is a narrow. So let's look at like GU on the 3 days and see if there was a better setup there.
Yeah.
So GU,
So I had
let's see,
you. I
Monday.
think it did go up. So I had it here. I had it pushing up. Let me zoom out a
Oh
little
yeah.
bit. So I don't remember. I don't think I took this. Oh yeah, I did take this trade.
Oh, you did?
I lost this one. Yeah, this was last week though. Friday.
Okay,
I went
so
down. I went for a sell because I saw this. I was like, okay, price broke below, so it's gonna continue lower, and then this shit just shot back up. So it's something I'm not interpreting the market properly.
what screams at me right here, right now, is that
Hmm.
4 hour doji candle in the middle, it's just to the left of where you have your cursor, right by where it says BOS.
Okay, so
BOS down.
this
Yeah, yeah.
this one.
Keep going. Keep going left. It's that 4 hour. Yeah, that one right there. So you draw a horizontal line going across. Notice how we didn't get a closure below that, right?
Oh my gosh, I was not paying attention to that.
We didn't get a close below. What it did was it activated cells, push you down a little
Yeah,
bit in profit, it then brings you right back out.
damn. So all this stuff really do matter.
It meant like closure below wicks. That means okay, you're still like it's a chance that price will continue going down. But best practice, especially if you don't want to take it out, wait for a pullback. Once you get a
Hmm.
pullback right in the area, like a 50% level, then
Hmm.
and you get in a candlestick pattern that we recognize, then we can go ahead and put the money on the table. But with this one, what I
Damn.
see right here, we didn't get it. We didn't get that closure below, so there's no confirmation. It's just enticing, like
But,
inducement. They bring you into the
uh,
market and then they eat you out.
it's exactly what it did because I got in. I think I got in on this candle. But when I
Hmm.
saw, I think this was news because I was up. I was up. So somewhere in here was news or something pushed it down and wick like that. And when I saw this, I was like, yeah, price ain't going higher. I mean, it ain't going lower. So I
Yeah,
got out.
even on that 1 hour.
Hmm.
Okay,
See, it closed below in the 1 hour.
and then you had a little bit of a pullback first, and then it
That's what
didn't
I saw.
close. Yeah, and then it went lower. No, actually, did it? Yeah, it wicked lower on the
Yeah,
one
wick
hour.
ain't closing lower.
Hmm.
There's no way I I would have won this trade just because the way you explained it. Because this right here, I wasn't looking at this, but I was looking how the price was moving, and it came back into it. I was like, oh, it's gonna go lower because it came back right into the structure,
Hmm.
and so that's
So
what
now,
gave me that.
so now let's zoom out a little bit. All right, cool. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now let's look how the market structure and see how the price has been moving since that's the 15th. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So since the 15th, we had a push
Right
up.
here. Oh, you
Hmm.
talking about this?
Yeah, yeah. We had that push up. Before that, we had another leg up. We're still
Push.
climbing up, making higher highs. We have a level to the left that's unmitigated. Yep, exactly. Just follow that market structure.
You said a level that to the left that was mitigated. That was
No,
unmitigated.
unmitigated. Unmitigated with that
Which one?
those huge green candlesticks. That big first leg up, right?
That one or this one?
Oh, to the left. To the left,
This?
bottom below the yellow line. Yeah.
Oh, this. Right.
Yes. Yeah. You have a bunch of imbalances over there that haven't been traded through yet.
Oh, okay, so I could also
Yeah.
see this right here.
Yeah. Exactly. If you
Mm.
hold down
See, I would.
shift while you move that
Sure.
line, it'll straighten it up for you.
Oh shoot. Okay. Is it control or? Oh yeah.
Shift. Yeah. So like if you grab one, click it first and then hold shift.
Oh shit. Oh. Oh.
Uh
What's going on
oh.
here?
That's new.
Damn, I wasn't even paying attention to this. I guess you could also consider this a zone.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Because that's where price flipped, and we tapped right into the top of that zone right there.
Right here.
So
Jesus Christ.
you're shorting into the zone.
Man, man.
Nah. This is good. This is good. You got the knowledge now. So when you mark up
Yeah,
the
I
chart
would have
now,
never seen this.
yeah, just make sure you got your zones. Make sure you need price to close below level and trade into the zone. And if it violates that zone, wait for a pullback into it for a short.
Damn, I didn't even peep this till you said it. Like, I didn't peep this, and like it ain't. Well, it did close below on the 1 hour, and it came back.
Hmm.
So it would have need for it to really be um it was gonna trade lower. This would have needed to close with a red candle, right, and then pull back up and then go down.
Hmm. Yeah, that's ideally what you want to look for because you want to sell during the pullbacks and buy during the pullbacks. Really, it's just in opposite directions. Both the setups the same, long and short.
Damn,
Because
I didn't
like
even. Mhm.
this morning when I traded NQ on those two trades,
Mhm.
we were let me look at it again. Yeah, I went short because price failed to wick above or trade above the recent high,
Mhm.
and the previous candle closed below the wick of the other one. So I'm like, okay. And looking how price went on the very last candle before I entered in a trade, we failed to trade above the previous candle and started to come back down. So then I entered in with
Mhm.
a small stop loss. It's like if I'm wrong, I lose $100. Cool.
Yeah.
And then we trade that shorted right into the zone. So I sold at the zone.
Mhm.
We wicked through the 50% and closed bullish. So I'm like, okay, close bullish right at the entry of the zone. I'll go ahead and go long. If I'm wrong, then I'm out real quick. Another $100 loss if I
Yeah.
lose. And it went straight into the direction.
Yeah.
So you got your zones marked out and you just wait for price to go there. Or if price fails to violate a high and you're at the high of the day and it looks like you get a bearish pattern going on, then you go ahead. But that's me looking at the 1 minute.
Yeah,
On the 1 hour, you have a lot more time to see it play out. Of course, it takes a little bit
yeah.
longer for you to realize the profits for your targets, but
Hmm.
the gains are a lot bigger.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't even like see this right here. I didn't even
Hmm.
peep this. Damn. Yeah.
Hey,
When you
so when
explain
you
it, I kind of see like why I'm losing, but at the same time, I was like, damn, I don't even be like, when you trading in the zone, you're not. I don't know. I don't be paying attention to a lot of stuff, which is bad on my end.
well, that's what the back testing helps with, and then because when you're marking out the zones and you see how price reacts to the certain zones,
Mm-hmm.
you get an idea of, okay, I'm marking out the right zones. I'm placing my levels where the wicks are, and I need to get those closures below or above these wicks, and I'm following market structure, right? Because
Hmm.
once you get that market structure down and you know where you're at, then you can just watch the flow of the price and then get in when it's like are about to take off out of consolidation.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Ah, all right.
you got it. Because the points that you're getting into, it's like either you got the direction wrong or you're too early. And
Yeah.
those are two that some people don't even know what to work on. You got two things that you need to work on, and it's only a matter of time of on the charts, really.
Yeah.
You got it. So what else do you got? This
So
was a
yeah,
good trade. This was a good trade because it wicked right into that zone. And if you were long instead of short on this one, that would have been great.
yeah. Now I'm looking at it. I was like, damn, because I was looking at this area
Hmm.
right after it broke below. Well, I should have been looking at this one. But when I see the wicks, that's one of my biggest issue trading. I don't take the wick serious, which I should because in the lower time frame, those are price being filled.
I mean, really, when you get your zones on the higher time frame, and then you go down to like a 15 minute and get it like a little bit more precise on the areas where they are, because this whole flip that you have marked out on the rectangle, you put it down
Hmm.
to a 15 minute, you can narrow it down because you can see, oh, price mitigated this little area above, so let me shorten this rectangle up, and you can get a lot more precise with your entries.
Yeah, yeah. Damn, somebody that's know what they doing could enter right here and profit
Hmm.
be crazy.
I've seen some guys, man. I'm like, how do you have the balls to get into a wick like that when it's trading so aggressively downwards? And it's like it's a higher time frame zone. You backtest this, you do this trade
You know,
multiple times. It happens all the time, and they're right. They're right.
you, you know what else I just saw? Now
What's
that you
that?
just said that, look at this. That setup I saw on Bitcoin.
Oh,
Same
Bitcoin.
setup.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
The only thing
It,
I wasn't looking at it like that. I was
hmm
so sell biased that I was looking for the test, and I didn't peep this right here. This setup.
hmm
Damn.
one guy told me when I was struggling. He was like, "Once you see it, you can't unsee it," and that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the same. That's the same setup. Same thing. This one
Yep.
just did it a little bit more differently, but
Honestly, the same setup applies to all time frames.
uh,
That same setup that you can see on a daily or 4 hour, it's the same setup that you can see on a 5 second.
mm. See, I think another thing too, like I gotta the unmitigated areas. Sometimes I don't be fully knowing. Sometimes I look, I'm like, okay, I see this. It hasn't been touched. It needs to come back to it. But a lot of times it might take days or weeks before it comes back to this stuff. So I gotta train my eyes to see this stuff a
So,
lot better.
so one thing that you can do to train your eyes is to go through a couple of pairs and go through like the past week and just mark off your zones and see how price reacts to them.
Mm, okay, I'm gonna do that. Go
Yeah.
back test.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to backtest. Just like on your watch list, go through like gold,
Mm-hmm.
US 30 NAS, and then, maybe go to the previous month or previous week and just
Mm-hmm.
mark off a bunch of zones, highlight your points of interest, and see how price reacted during like the New York session or London session or Asian session, whichever session
Mm-hmm.
you would have traded it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I could even say this is the same setup. This one is the same right here. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, and then it shoots up. Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yes, sir. But wifey's looking at me like I'm crazy right now, so I gotta hop off in a
You
minute
gotta be. All
because
right.
she wants to watch this movie. But
Let me.
yeah,
This
check out
this
a
the
couple of
last
the
one.
pairs and
Hmm.
ask me any questions you got. I got you.
Yeah, this one right here. So at first I was looking for sale.
Mm-hmm.
So this morning when I got in, I saw, what did I get? What did I see? Hold on. I saw this right here. So okay, boom. Kind of came and tested. I got in
Okay.
somewhere. This,
See those
yeah.
two candles right there?
Mm-hmm.
You put the rectangle in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is a swing because price pulled back and then that red candlestick closed below the wicks of those, right? So that's a
Mm-hmm.
swing because it formed bullish twice. Well, it formed bullish and it made a new high and a new low,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
it immediately closed below and sought out lower lows. So that's a point of interest that you can look at, and you can see if you put your rectangle from wick to wick, you see that we traded all the way up to like 90% of that range and then rejected. We didn't break a new high, and that's key. Now, if somebody was continuing to short this because we came out of that zone, and if we believe that this zone is going to hold up after that huge engulfing candle, then we could short it up
Mm-hmm.
there because the higher time frame bias right now is short.
Mm-hmm.
But make
Man.
sure that when you're marking your swings, it's from wick to wick.
So this from this way to that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I got. Yeah, because when I got in somewhere around here, and then I look, I see price just engulf everything. I'm just like, gotta be kidding me. So
Well,
it took
that's
me
gold
out.
for you, though.
This took me out, and then I re-entered again. I think I exited myself because it looked like price keep pushing higher. But you see that green thing right here?
Yeah. Where's that?
This is a weekly. This is a weekly. Either low, weekly low right here.
Oh, so you see how price respects it.
Yeah, yeah,
And then we have
yeah.
to the left over there, we have that little flip.
This right here.
So we have that big red that big red candle. Price closes
Mm-hmm.
above it and makes a new high. So that's a swing right there. That's a higher high that was made in on the day
Damn.
before we
So it's
close below that. Before we close below that little swing, and now we made a lower
which
low.
one? This one.
Yeah. So if you draw a line out from that wick, we closed below it, pulled right back, and then continued.
Oh, okay. So it closed right below it,
Nah,
and then that's what confuses me sometimes. Like it.
nah. So the green wick that came down because that's the lowest point. That's the low that created the new high. That's what you need to look out for. Look out
This
for
right here.
lows that create news high. Yeah, that one. Put your yellow line over there.
So move it here.
hmm And then extend it over to the right. And you see, as soon as we have a closure below that line, we have a pullback. And that's where we want to get in on a sell.
Mm. After the pullback, right? After.
Yes. We want to get in on the pullbacks.
Damn. See, I wasn't paying attention to that.
See,
I
mark
saw
mark
it.
off things like this. You'll see them time and time again.
Damn. Yeah, because I
You
saw
got
it, but I didn't think nothing of it. Because I was looking at this instead of looking at all of this. Well, mostly all of this, because that's where we are currently. Man, I wonder I was getting my butt kicked. Now that you showed me, I'm just like, okay, that makes kind of sense. Price came low,
Mm-hmm.
it wicked, created a new high, but it came all the way back into this area.
Mm-hmm.
But why did it go from here to here though?
So you see that rectangle that you got marked off? That's a higher time frame
This
zone
thing?
right there. That's the swing. It traded into the
Oh,
50% of that swing and rejected.
mm,
Yep. I mean, you
so it
got it.
came,
You
yeah,
already got it marked off. You just got to see what price is doing when it gets into the zones and create that
yeah.
story.
Okay, let's see.
See, that's a
Look, this
higher.
is the
That's
higher time frame. Wow.
mm-hmm. The time is fractal, so each time frame is going to have an important zone, and when you go into a lower time frame, you just got to refine it and pay attention to the candlestick patterns.
Because they could have easily came back here and just wick and continue higher if they wanted.
If it wanted, and if it did that, then it would another setup would present in its place.
Mhm. Yeah.
You got a good
Damn.
eye. You get in the zones and you got everything marked up right. It's just make sure you pay attention to the wicks and the body closures. That's the
All right.
details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because. All right.
All right. I'm
So
gonna hit
from
you back in a
here.
little. Hmm?
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna hit you back in a little bit, bro. All right.
All right. Appreciate it.
Anytime, bro. Good
All
stream. It
right.
was a great stream.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Peace. Ah.